Great to have you with us. Now, the Nadoli-Kalio and Jirapa districts in the Upper West region are not just neighbors, but share similar challenges as well. Poor road infrastructure is a common problem to these communities. On Joining His Agenda today, Upper West correspondent Rafiq Salam traveled to two communities, Nato and Tigboro, in the Nadoli-Kalio and Jirapa districts, where he reports pregnant women who are in labor during the rainy season either walk across water-filled valleys or sit on a motorbike in order to access quality health care.
This is Nato, one of the farming communities in the Nadoli-Kalio district. The community over the years has been grappling with key challenges. Chief among them is the deplorable roads, who sometimes cut residents off from the rest of the district during the rainy season. The hardest hit area is Natodori, a suburb of Nato. Tora Francis is the assemblyman of the Nato East electoral area.
The road linking Duri and Nato is very bad. During the rainy season, people cannot even cross to come to school. More to talk of when they are other things, and economic activities are also reduced in the community because people cannot carve their farm produce across the various communities.
There is a valley that divides the community into two equal halves. To enable them move from one end of the community to the other, community members on their own have gone to cover part of the valley with local woods mixed with black muddy soil. Pregnant women suffer most during the rainy season, as they sometimes either have to walk on the water or sit as pillion riders on a motorbike to enable them have access to medical care at the Nadol District Hospital. Priska Bomanda is a mother of two. She said women in the community have fears anytime they are in labor during the rainy season.
Because the road is not good, that is why we struggle to pass through the water. There are times you get to the valley and it's flooded. You have fear sitting on the motorbike too. If the road was good, you could have gotten to the hospital quickly for you to be attended to. But we sometimes deliver on the road.
Almost 20 years ago, the Jirapa district used to have the best feeder road network in the country. However, the situation is not the same today.
Apart from the Jirapa, Tiza and Jirapa Tampoy roads that have bituminous surface, the rest of the roads in the district are either graveled or earthed. Simply put, roads in the Jirapa district are in deplorable condition. This is the Tigboro-Jefiri feeder road. The distance of the road from Jirapa to Tigboro is about 5 kilometers, meaning one need not to spend more than 5 minutes traveling on the road. But for Councillor Gerald, it is not the case.
Somewhere in 1997, 1998, that was the last time you can say this road was re-graveled. Since then, it has always been reshaping. And the reshaping, in fact, if the road is worked on reshaping, you cannot even pass on well because it's not always motorable. Those who come to work on the road do not actually take their time to work on the road. For instance, where we even stand and we can see is the better side part of the road. But from Jirapa, especially coming for about 2 kilometers away from Jirapa, before you get to this place, in fact, it's very, very terrible.
Due to the bad nature of roads in the district, farmers are unable to carry their farm products to market centers.
70% of them are farmers. And you can imagine this good number who are farmers, and after the year after they have harvested and they want to take their products to town, it is very, very difficult for them to carry their products to town because the charges involved in carrying their products to town is very high. And besides that, sometimes the vehicles that will come for their products will equally refuse to come for them because the nature of the road is bad. They will not find it very easy coming to the place here. So rare do we have people coming here to buy the products here. People have to rather transport them from Tigboro here to Jirapa. That is the major way that they carry their products. They are able to transport their products to the town.
Women who are pregnant are not also spared plying the route. Galyoni Joyce is the head teacher of Tigboro Jeffrey Primary School.
And traveling from Drapa to the school to Boro is not easy for us. When you even get to school, you're already tired because of the road situation. So when you get to school and you're already tired, the road is very, very bad. Potholes and so many holes on the road. So it's very, very bad. And we are not happy about it. A lot of female teachers even lost their pregnancies due to the road situation. And a lot of women from the community to the hospital, some even delivered on the way because of the road situation, and due to that the vehicle cannot move fast, and mostly we use motorbikes to carry our patients to the hospital.
Jireba District Chief Executive Christian Bombanya Amodu conceded that roads in the district are not in good shape, but was quick to add that plans are far afoot to give them a facelift.
When a woman is pregnant, and for that matter is in labor, it is about death and life and death. And so if they carry these women on a motorbike and then they are falling off, imagine a woman being in pain and then you are falling off again. So it should be a concern to me. And like I stated earlier on, I'm making all efforts so that these roads are opened and gravel. At least if we cannot widen and gravel them, or even give them tie, but at least they should be opened and gravel so that farmers can have access to market.
Reporting for J News, Rafik Salam, Jireba.
Now we go to the northern region because residents of Pandai and its environs can heave a sigh of relief following government's promise to fix their deplorable roads by the middle of next year. In the first of a Joy News series of reports under a new campaign dubbed Let's Be Fair, intended to demand equity for the less privileged in particular, the deplorable nature of town roads affecting the delivery of quality healthcare was highlighted. According to the Ghana Health Service, 136 women died whilst giving birth last year in the northern region alone. Deputy Roads Minister Anthony Abayefa-Kabo says construction of the road was captured in the 2018 budget and should be ready by the middle of next year.
The town roads for Pandai has been a priority for the government, and my colleague in Parliament has written officially to the ministry, and I think that the bills have been submitted to the ministry.
So for the thousands and possible millions listening to you right now, when can they expect that road to be fixed? You know, road construction is not a day's event. It involves a lot of work. The bidding process will have to go through, and then a constructor is fixed. So give and take, I think that by middle of 2018, these roads should have been done.
Let's Be Fair as weekdays just before News Desk at 10 a.m. and News Today at midday and The Pulse at 3 p.m. Catch snippets on the various news bulletins across all platforms, that's TV, on radio and online. It's a month-long campaign to draw attention to the inequalities that exist in our societies. You're still watching Joy News Today with me, Daniel Dazi. Now, even before the dust settles in Kumasi Academy, one more person has been reported dead in that school as in relation to the meningitis outbreak, the suspected meningitis outbreak in that school. We will be taking you to Kumasi for an update on that story, but that comes after this. Thanks for staying with us. We take you straight to the Kumasi Academy in Kumasi now because we understand a number of parents have gathered at the school premises to withdraw their awards and to check on their welfare after one more death was reported in the school this morning, as I was telling you before that quick break. Our man on the ground is Kwesi Deborah. We'll be getting some more information from him as soon as we reach him. But of course, the Ghana Health Service has been telling us as well that they are still testing the strains of meningitis that they have found to identify the strain and work on it. So let's now speak with Kwesi Deborah immediately on the situation in the school. Kwesi, where are you now and what can you report from there?
Daniel, I'm standing just at the gate of the Kumasi Academy, and I can tell parents are here. There's heavy police presence here. Parents, they are preventing the parents from entering. Some have already gone in to take their awards. but others are trying to enter, but they're trying to calm the situation by not allowing more parents to go inside the school to take their walls. So I have some of the parents outside, and they are just waiting for them to go on break so that they can take their walls home. That's what's happening here. There is quite a bit of tension around the Kumaka, inside and also around Kumaka. And I just saw the minister, the Ashanti Regional Minister, Simon Osemensa, enter with some dignitaries, and they're going to speak with the parents and speak with some of the parents who have come, and also speak with the teachers and find out what they can, the way forward now, Daniel.
Now, this death brings the number of reported deaths in this school to 7 this year alone. Have any of the parents told you why this time round they are taking this action?
No, the parents, that last time, that is when it happened somewhere in April, some of the parents came and they stormed the campus. They wanted to enter and take their walls home. It's the same thing which is happening. But when the initial, that was the Saturday, there was this report that the parents have also come to take their walls home, but that was not true. But right now they are here, and the same action which took place in April is also taking place this time.
What is their reaction to the police preventing them from going inside?
Can you come again, Daniel?
I'm asking, how are they reacting to the police preventing them from going inside the school?
Well, because of how the police are armed, they don't want to force their way through the gate. So what they are doing is that they are waiting outside the school, try to wait till their walls come out of the school so that they can take them home. That's what's really happening. And I have some of the parents here.
Right. Let's hear some of them.
Let me speak with some of the. Pacho, anything?
Mrs. Cynthia Prempe.
Okay. Ma Cynthia Prempe. Pacho, unso ba eka ho. What did you Kufiana?
Pacho, no. Friday night incident ni see no. Oyare inti obefi. Ojiazi obefi na mdene call hospital. Yaje yeto ho anope ya ni yi. And a doctor ama me report say me mfani mrefi wa na onye ne some test TV. Okay,
so Daniel, what she says that on the day of the incident when the last person died, the son was also diagnosed of having a disease, but that she cannot confirm now. So they are going to do further tests to find out more about what's really happening. Daniel.
Right, because have any of the authorities you mentioned been speaking, or the school authorities or the Ashanti Regional Minister?
Can you come again, Daniel?
I am asking if any of the authorities you mentioned, the Ashanti Regional Minister, the school authorities themselves, have they come out to try and address the parents or allay their fears in any way?
No, they are looking at the situation. They cannot address them now, so they are trying to have some tete-a-tete with the authorities. And so we're waiting. Right. After when they will be done, we will see what we can get out of them, Daniel.
Yeah, Kwesi, I'm wondering if we can get any other parents around you to get a few words from them as to why they would like to move their children out so
yes,
soon.
Let me get one parent here.
Yeah.
Pacho, you're frozen.
Pacho, your family, Michael.
Michael, Pacho, also before Oba Efrianuma. I didn't hear.
Pacho, me offer and the other from the flea.
Okay. So he is going to take the nephew. I didn't know how Africa.
Say was at Yokosia, one of an uncle, another chance or Colonel was ever had you. And tears off on the fear. Yeah.
Okay. Now, me Pacho, a bus, and I don't know Yamshiswa another thing.
Me Yamshisimipa, me Lamy baby and you. And let me dimly car, I bedrew her, me bus and me Babefano. Me Yamsimipa.
So he's from BBNA and he's come all the way, of course, from BBNA to come and take the ward, the nephew home. Yes.
Right.
So Daniel, that's what's happening here. A bit of tension. So we're waiting for the regional minister to address the parents and also speak with the authorities, then we can get things out of them.
And thank you, Kwesi Deborah, for that report there from Kumasi Academy in Kumasi. We'll come back to the capital, but still with this story, because in Parliament, the House has summoned a Minister of Health, Kweku Agyemang-Menu, to the chamber on Friday to answer questions related to the suspected meningitis outbreak in Kumasi. Our man on the ground is Joseph Opoku-Kakpo, who has joined us on the phone to give us the details. Joseph, what exactly brought about this summon?
So, the Member of Parliament for the Aswasi constituency, Muntaka Mubarak, in the Kumasi Academy school is located, delivered a statement on the floor of Parliament. He said fear and panic in the school and the constituency at large. He says it's a very scary situation He says education authorities are confused as to whether to let the school children go home or to keep them there because they are worried that if they send them out, no one knows what exactly is killing the peoples, and so they may end up affecting the community. But fundamentally, he's questioning why it's taken up to 6 months since the first death was recorded, but then the health officials have not gotten to the bottom of the issue. He says that the first of such deaths happened that was back in March, and he thinks by now government, and for that matter, the Ministry of Health shouldn't still be speculating as to what exactly is leading to the death, but then they should have come to a very concrete decision on that. Eventually, he asked that the Speaker summons the Health Minister to come brief the House on what exactly is happening in Kumasi and the measures being taken to deal with the situation. But then he got a response from the Health Minister, who is also an MP and was on the floor, and he said that, well, in terms of him appearing before the House, he would need a lot more time because he has dispatched a team to the Kumasi Academy School to investigate the issue. And as far as he is concerned, scientific investigations take a bit of time, and he won't be able to tell when exactly those reports will be ready for him to appear to come brief MPs. But eventually, First Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Joseph Sewusu, directed that even if the reports are not ready and the investigation is not conclusive, he is expecting that the Health Minister should be able to tell MPs the measures that are being taken to curtail any further deaths at the Kumasi Academy School. And so he's accordingly summoned him to appear before MPs on Friday to give that particular assurance. And so MPs say they are looking forward to that address by the Health Minister.
Now, this is the second time this is happening this year. Did it come to the notice of any of the members of Parliament to ask what had been done since the first outbreak, Tona?
These are all questions that they say they are reserving for when the minister appears that coming Friday, I should say. But then there were a number of suggestions from some of the MPs. Dr. Okoboy, who is a member of the Health Committee of Parliament and a medical director himself, recommended that as soon as possible there should be an immediate vaccination exercise which will target all the school people at the Kumasi Academy School. He says per the health regulations, they qualify for such a vaccination, and so he's expecting that as soon as possible that should happen. They've also been calling for more education. He's been drawing a link between the outbreak there and the fact that it's likely a lot of the school people there are from the northern parts of the country and may have carried the infection from there even before they appeared on campus. So he says that should again be looked at. But the MP say they are reserving their questions for when the minister appears coming Friday.
Right, thank you very much, Joseph Opoku-Gakpo, for that report from Parliament. Now, we'll stay with this issue a bit further, because speaking to Joy News a while ago, Director of Public Health at the Ghana Health Service, Dr. Bedusa Akodie, said they are still waiting for outcome of results from Noguchi Memorial Hospital to enable them determine the next line of action.
What we are doing, we believe there are other benefits. Based on what happened the other time, indeed, when what happened in April, he found the agent to be the type C bacteria type of agent. And at that time, we could not vaccinate because the school had said. What we do now, we have the school in place, and that's why we've arranged with the school authorities. It's very distressing that children are dying. You mentioned right that the fourth child has also passed out today. We have summoned team, deployed team from the national level, multi-sectorial, with the lab experience, epidemiology, surveillance, and to support the region actively to do the investigation.
All right.
Immediately, what we are doing is to provide mass chemoprophylaxis, which we have found to be very effective, so that based on health tests that you distribute those medications to them as you are working to get the vaccine.
All right.
So, including all the schools, people will be given mass drug administration, which I believe will be very helpful. Indeed, if you get the appropriate sample, usually within 48 hours, the culture should come out. But then the sample, initially, the lumbar puncture done, I think it was just one sample that they did, the LP was done, and most samples taken were blood samples. It may give the report, but it still is not as high as the for the cerebrospinal fluid that we take from the back of the spine. And the initial few cases that died because they spent short time encounter with the health whilst being investigated, the people died, and even one of them died on the sick bay. It's difficult to get the CSF, the cerebrospinal fluid, on post-mortem, on the autopsy, during the autopsy. So what we are doing now, the new cases that have come, samples have been taken, and now some of them were just yesterday and so forth. So we have brought in, instead of sending everything to the cases care is also actively helping. They are sending some to.
Now, away from issues having to do with that suspected meningitis outbreak, now police have commenced investigations into the alleged rape and assault of a 19-year-old house help by her Lebanese boss at Airport Hills in Accra. The incident is said to have happened at 5 p.m. Saturday when the suspect, Haddad Rabi, allegedly directed the victim to the kitchen to prepare his coffee. An officer at the airport police station, where the suspect had initially been sent to allegedly attempted an amicable settlement of the matter by arranging financial compensation for the victim. The police may, however, have denied this, and Joy News' Maxwell Agbagba has been speaking to them.
I'm currently here at the police hospital where a DNA test is being conducted on both the suspect and then the victim. I'm here purposely also to meet the father of the victim. Can you narrate to us exactly what happened to your daughter? I've met the father of the victim at the police hospital here in Accra. He looks very tired from the many rounds he had to do since his attention was drawn to the incident. He waits outside on one of the chairs here as a daughter goes through the medical test at the hospital. The victim's father alleges this latest incident is the fourth time her daughter was raped by her Lebanese boss.
Maybe 2 weeks ago, then my doctor has told me about the place he's working. The workplace from Lebanese man. The Lebanese man, they worry her. Make sex plus here, but I agree. After this week, Thursday, the man forced her to sleep with her. Second day was last Saturday. Then the man forced her. They make him prepare coffee and give him. Then the girl prepared the coffee, give to him. He said, don't like the coffee. Say he won't make sex plus. My doctor said, no, go agree. Then he pulled on by force. The girl to existed to go, then he give him blow for her, then he slap him before he get the girl to make sex plus her.
The airport police were accused of not following the standard operating procedures for rape cases when the matter was first reported. But the airport divisional police commander Isaac Kwejo Asante has denied the allegation that police officers did not follow the right procedure at the airport police station. He says the first case that was reported there was assault. The issue of rape later came up at the East Legon police station.
That's an issue that we are investigating. Now, as I speak, I've invited the personnel at the airport and I'm interrogating them. But from what we heard from the victim and even the entries made at airport police station, the initial complaint was assault. The initial complaint was assault. That's what the first complaint he made at airport. The rape issue came here when he was referred to the DOPSU, and that was yesterday in the afternoon. So we've made a follow-up, and the white man has been arrested. We are investigating two cases. The first one that was lodged at airport police station, and the one that has been lodged here as a rape case against the Lebanese. Two cases, assault and a rape. And I was telling you the assault was first lodged at Airport Police Station. But when the girl came here, he made another complaint of a rape. A lot of things are coming out, but we want us to move a step further with the investigation so that when we are briefing you, all those details will come in.
This is News Today live from the Ghana Post GPS digital address GA093341. The details and more shortly after this. Stay tuned. To Ejura now, where a cold store owner is in a tussle with the Volta River Authority and Northern Electricity Distribution Company NEDCO officials over tariff charges. Janet Dede accuses the two power companies of cutting power supply to her store after she raised objections to the huge bills presented to her. She says the situation has left a huge stock of fish rotten and caused her huge losses. VRA and NEDCO officials denied the claims and rather cite Madam Dede of tampering with her meter, among other charges. Mahmoud Mohammed Nuruddin reports.
Police farmer aba abecheme. Wamu koya matina ho. Ene bosome.
They said they are going to report the case to the police so that I'll be arrested. It was only yesterday that the police came here after more than 1 month.
Police for no farm. And any idea. Wamu kofa police for no ebecheme.
She opened the meters and put some wires in the meters.
It all started when VRA and NEDCO decided to replace all postpaid meters with prepaid, especially for commercial consumers like Janet Dede. Though officials claim she owned the two companies in bills, she suggests it was never brought to her attention.
Almost 3 years ago, they came and replaced the postpaid meter with a prepaid one. Now they claim I owe them 6,200 Ghana cedis. Why didn't they inform me about the indebtedness?
62 million and besides, and
Here is Station Supervisor Richard Azongbel.
Before she was provided with the prepaid meter, she was owing. If she said she wasn't, because she even had agreement that she couldn't fulfill before that. And then we went to put that meter there. I understand what she's saying is that when we put the meter there, she wasn't blocked. You know, when they put the meter there, it takes some time for you. When you come to buy, they say you're owing. I'm sure that's what she's talking of. When they put the meter there, we wait for the last bill to be read. The meter to be read the last time. Because every month they will bring you bills until the last bill is given to you. Then after some time, the system will advise, and the system blocks you. Then they will divide your amount into 4. When you come to buy, you pay quarter of it, then you buy. Next month, when you come to buy, you pay quarter of it for about 4 times. Then you finish paying. So I'm sure she's saying that when we put it in there, it delayed before they blocked her. I'm sure that's what she means. But to say that she wasn't owing, I don't understand, because she was owing.
Janet says she has made all effort to up, but the power providers continue to frustrate her.
3 million. 3 million.
For instance, if I buy 300 cedis worth of credit, I will only be given something below 200 cedis, meaning there will be some deduction.
Mr. Azongbel discounts this.
I don't think she buys, say, 2,000 cedis and she looks at the money as 1,500. You understand? They think that when she buys, say, let's say 2,000, she should get 2,000 units. So when they buy and the units are not 2,000 units, then they'll be thinking that her money has been reduced. But you know, when you buy, it is not all the money that goes into the credit. You have VAT to pay, you have service charges. So they take all those things before you get the credit.
Amid this tussle, officials of the power providers reportedly detected Janet had tampered with the prepaid meter. At the time, the woman is said to have consumed about 6,000 Ghana cedis worth of power.
The meter had read negative. It had a negative balance on it. Up to what 300 and something, I can't remember the exact thing. And we went there to find out why it was so. We saw that she had tampered with all the 4 meters in her premises. She had tampered with all the 4 meters in her premises. And because of that, we disconnected her.
It has its own manufacture security features in it. That one, we don't even touch it. We are not supposed to. We don't even touch it. So when we come and we find out that that one has been tempered, then we need to find out actually whatever has gone on, right or wrong on the meter.
Janet refuted VRA observation.
And I'm saying, baby, I'm They claimed I have tampered with the prepaid meter, but I have not.
Power supply to Janet's cold store has completely been disconnected until she settles her bills in full. Mahmoud Mohammed Nuruddin reporting.
Still watching Joy News today. I am Daniel Dazi. News just coming in from Kumasi Academy in the Ashanti region is that another student has collapsed within the past hour. Now, we'll be bringing you more details of what has happened and where that student is before the bulletin is over. So watching Joy News today, I'm Daniel Dazi. We take you back to Kumasi for that story we just got about the students who fainted at the Kumasi Academy. Now, Ohiming Terrier of Insura FM is standing by at the moment at the school premises to give us the latest. Ohiming, what happened to the student? Right, Ohiming, if you can hear me, we would like to know the details of what happened to the students who fainted. Right, so we are on the line with Ohiming Terrier there. Would establish contact with him to get that latest. But of course, what we just reported in the bulletin is that parents have gathered at the school premises, the school campus, to withdraw their awards for fear because 7 people have died there this year, 4 in the past week. Let's go back to the phone line and speak with Ohiming Terrier to find out exactly what happened to the students who has fainted. Ohiming, if you can hear me, we want to know the details of this afternoon's incident.
Out of
Right, I mean, if you can reposition yourself, because we can hardly hear you. I mean, hello, I mean. Right, I mean, would ask that you reposition yourself so we can get a clear phone signal, then you give us that latest. But as you know, or you may have heard earlier in the bulletin, Simon Osemensa, the Ashanti Region Minister, is currently on the campus of Kumasi Academy. He is speaking with the school authorities to try and decide on the best way possible. Now, we have that leg. We also have the Ghana Health Service, which is currently investigating to find out the exact strain of meningitis that has attacked the students, or if it's meningitis at all, so they could carry out a vaccination as soon as possible. Also, Parliament has called on the Health Minister, Kweku Agyemang-Menu, to give them an update on the steps being taken to curtail this outbreak in Kumaka on Friday. Now, another child has collapsed. That is the latest that we have in Kumasi Academy. We'll be bringing you more on this in subsequent bulletins. Stay tuned to Joy News. Right, still watching Joy News today. We've established contact with Ohiming Terrier. Let's take that update on the students who fainted at Kumasi Academy. Ohiming, if you can hear me, what can you report?
Yes, Daniel, when the Ashanti Regional Minister, Mr. Simon Osemensa, led a team of education, health, and then the municipal and the regional coordinating council to address the students. Few minutes after the regional minister finished his presentation, the regional health director, Mr. Emmanuel Timkran, took time to address the students to explain the measures that they have taken. And in the course of his explanation, I saw the crowd moving out of the assembly hall where the meeting was taking place because information was that the student had collapsed outside the assembly hall. So almost everybody in the room tried to go through the available doors to catch a glimpse of what was happening. So this particular student, a female student, was put in a private car and whisked away to the hospital in an attempt to save her life. And few minutes after they had left, and a lot of parents and the students and the regional minister and his team followed up. We also saw another one, Selassie. So a member of the regional ministers, a bus in the regional minister's store, actually it's been the press bus, had to send her to the hospital. So as we speak now, the meeting has ended abruptly, but we are trying to see if health officials and the regional minister will speak to us. Before then, they have said that they are going to start with the vaccination of all students here, but they will give it, the vaccination will take about 3 days. That is according to the regional health director, Mr. Emmanuel Timkrine, and he says the vaccination, everybody in the school, right from the headmaster to the last student, will be vaccinated. And afterwards, they'll be allowed to go home.
Right, thank you very much, Ohiming Teria, for that report. Stay tuned to Joy News all day for updates on those steps that are going to be taken by the authorities in Kumasi Academy. And that's it for this bulletin of Joy News today. I am Daniel Daze. For more news, log on to myjoyonline.com. Many thanks for joining us.